In this lecture, we'll start a new topic of factorial notation. So, factorial notation is basically used to express terms used in permutations and combination in a compact manner. We will see soon what it means. So, a factorial is defined for a natural number n. I hope you know what's a natural number, but in simple terms, it is any number which is greater than 0, any integer which is greater than 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So numbers like -1, -2, not allowed. Similarly, numbers which are fraction like half or 1/4 are not allowed. So these are not natural numbers. So natural numbers are all the integers beginning from 1. So a factorial defined for a natural number n is the product of numbers from 1 to n. So factorial is denoted by an exclamation mark. So we call this n factorial. I call this n factorial. So then n factorial is basically n multiplied by n minus 1 multiplied by n minus 2 and so on till 1. So you can go either way, 1 multiplied by 2 till n or n multiplied by n minus 1 till 1. So let us look at some concrete numbers. For example, you have 1 factorial. What will be 1 factorial? N is 1, right? So the product of numbers from 1 to n is just 1. And 2 factorial is 2 into 1, right? Similarly, 3 factorial is 3 into 2 into 1. So all numbers, the product of all numbers starting from 3 to 1. And similarly, 4 factorial. So you get the idea now. So let us look at some properties of factorial notation. So we have properties which will. So the first property is that 0 factorial is defined as 1. So this is just a definition. 0 factorial will be used later on, so that's why for convenience it's defined as 1. Therefore, what follows is n factorial is defined only for positive integers. So we already know that it was defined for natural numbers. So natural numbers plus 0, that is positive integers, right? So because we defined it for 0 as well, so it is defined only for positive integers. And then this one is very important, but you will understand this easily, that n factorial is equal to n multiplied by n minus 1 factorial. So why is that? Because what is the definition of n factorial? N factorial is the product of numbers from n to 1, right? So I had already defined it before, and we go till 1. So just look at the term after n. What is this? So n minus 1 factorial will start from n minus 1, right? And will go n minus 2 till 1. So therefore it's very clear from here that n factorial is n multiplied by n minus 1 factorial, because this term is same as n minus 1 factorial. So this is just an important thing to know. And the last one property is, if x factorial is equal to y factorial, then x is equal to y. Let us look at a problem so that you get familiar with this notation. So it's a simple question actually. We just have to evaluate these three terms: 5 factorial, 7 factorial, and 7 factorial minus 5 factorial. And I will give you the options. The first option is 120, 5040, and 4920. So each option basically is like the first option is for the first part, and the second option is for the second part, and the third option is for the third part. So you have 60, 620, 560, 80, 860, 780, and 100, 220, 120. So just apply the definitions of the factorial notation and you should be able to solve it. You just have to calculate this. And the answer is 120, 5040, and 4920. I'll just show you the solution. Should not be that hard anyway. So 5 factorial, as you remember from the definition, I just have to multiply numbers from 5 to 1, right? So it's clear, and this, if you compute it, it's equal to 120. And now the second one is 7 factorial. So 7 factorial, you can actually say 7 into 6 into 5 factorial, right? Because 5 factorial is what will be left here. 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So we already calculated 5 factorial, so why not use this number 120 here? So it will be 7 into 6 into 120, and the answer is 5040. So always try to reuse whatever you have computed. This is a good practice in general. And what is the third part? Third part is again very straightforward. 7 factorial minus 5 factorial. So it's just a simple subtraction. And this is 4920.